All right, we got Brad from Health Extension. How we doing today?
Good, thanks for having me.
It's good. I'm so glad that you're here. It's cool to actually do this in person. I think you and I have been working together for probably close to 10, 15 years, it feels like.
Okay.
Time just flies by. First, let's start with you telling me, who are you, what is Health Extension, and then I'm going to hop in and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things you helped me with my business.
Sure, so I'm Brad Gruber. I own Health Extension Pet Care. Family-owned business. We're actually celebrating 60 years right now.
Nice.
We make holistic pet food, dog food, and cat food. Have a full line of treats, supplements, cleaners, shampoos, and even a really fun line of toys. That's really
Nice. Well, as a retailer for 20 years, when I got introduced to you, I know we hit it off. Started in with the feeding program, and then I brought in all of your products, right? The whole cohesiveness of the line was a huge game changer. But for me, the biggest thing that was for me, we were struggling with our dog food program, right? We were using more of the larger national chains, and we would sell the food to the customer or give it to them at the initial time of sale, and then they would go buy that food somewhere else. And so I was sending home hundreds and hundreds of puppies on food, but my dog food sales just stayed flat, which doesn't make any sense, right? They should have been increasing. And when we engaged with you guys and we brought the food in, all of the sudden with our partnership, they couldn't go buy that food at PetSmart or Petco. And so our sales started to increase in a way that I had never seen before. I actually had to create an Excel document that tracked the bags of food that I was selling week to week. And I would measure the increase of sales so I could reorder the next week to have enough food, because my cash flows weren't that great at the time. I was able to improve those. The next thing I know, I had your food just stacked up all along the walls. It was just crazy, the orders that we were putting in, because now everybody was coming back to me. So I got to thank you for that. I mean, it was a huge game changer for us. Our customer count went through the roof. More people came back, happier customers, telling more people about our business. So massive, massive game changer. And don't even get me started on all of the other products that you've helped me with over the years. So it's been a fantastic relationship. So what I like to do, and anytime I'm looking at a partnership in business, I look at three things. Okay, and the first one is going to be, how is this going to affect my customers? Right, because that's what I'm there for, right? If I'm in retail, customers are walking through, I got to take care of them. Mm-hmm. So when you're looking at your business, your customer is the retailer, but how are you helping that retailer really take the customer experience to the next level?
So I think one of the things that makes us unique is we understand the uniqueness of what it means to be a pet store operator, right? So when we think about creating products and programs, we understand how to do that in a way that's really going to maximize lifetime value and bring just overall success to the store, which is kind of how you shared some of your experience.
If you look at it too, like in my experience, it was a game changer for customer experience. Okay. I remember one time we were at a show and we were talking, you had your vitamin supplementation, and then we came up with the lifetime program. Yep. And it was like, look, if we could keep these puppies and dogs on a quality food and quality vitamin supplementation to ensure that they're going to be healthy, we can stand behind the dogs longer. What we found is people might buy a dog and then feed it a poor quality food, and then it's having health issues, right? So by promoting quality health and the pets, we were able to stand behind the dog for life. And if I'm a customer and I'm looking to add a family member, knowing that business is willing to stand behind that puppy forever, that was a game changer for us.
And I think you nailed it on the head. When a store chooses to feed a holistic pet food, right, a product that's really nutritionally sound for the puppies, and when a consumer is looking to make a purchase and bring home a new family member, knowing that store has chosen this holistic food, this stuff that has really great vitamins and minerals already baked into the food, but then of course has the additional option as well. I think it really does level up the store's sort of persona.
Right. No, I would agree 100%. Okay, so we're taking care of our customers, but for me the next pillar is the team. Mm-hmm. Right? Because who's taking care of my customers? Mm-hmm. It's the team. So I got to make sure that I have a great culture in my business. So how do you feel Health Extension fits into there in working with the team and elevating the culture?
Well, I think your team is composed of the same type of people that are buying puppies, right? So just like the new pet parent has become more educated over the years about nutrition, and they want to feel good about what they're putting into their pet. I think it's important that the staff understands the same, right? And it's not just about selling a puppy, which obviously has a lot of nuances to it, but really having the staff understand what are some of these ingredients that are going into the foods, right? What are some of these really beneficial things, and what are some of the things that aren't in the food that are, in a lot of other foods that are commonly found in other pet stores. So I think, educating the staff to help them really educate the consumer and the pet parent really goes a long way in bringing the whole process together, right? It really creates a sort of an image that the store cares, the staff cares, the pet parent feels that, and I think it creates more of a lifetime sort of commitment.
I think my team saw that too. It's like we're feeding the puppies the best food we can get. And so just that part of the culture, knowing that, hey, we're not feeding the puppies junk, because a lot of people do. A lot of breeders, you go and they're feeding them ProPlan or something, and it's just not the quality food it needs to be.
Right? If you could feed this incredible food and give these incredible programs with these incredible products, why would you look anywhere else for a puppy?
Right. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so the final pillar, and it's the cherry on top for the business owner, right? Obviously, if I decide to work with you, I'm going to be spending some money with you, right? I'm going to be buying a bunch of products, so I'm looking for that return on investment. So how do you feel that you help those retailers drive success with more revenue or save money?
I think there's no shortage of other brands, and you've mentioned a couple of them in the industry. I don't know that anybody really goes, above and beyond the way that Health Extension does to support the pet store owner. Again, our origin is in that world. It's in breeding. It's we created our products for that world, right? It's specifically designed to work in that type of environment. And I think our programs and incentives are the same. We understand what a pet store owner needs to be profitable, to maintain the customer, to maintain their margins. And so we are probably the most competitive company that you'll find to bring success to your store.
Yeah, I mean, I know I talked about it at the beginning. There was just zero question. Just struggling with dog food sales, could not get them up. Partner with you guys, it's going through the roof. And then being able to buy your other products, the margins on those products were fantastic. And then if you bought quantity, you were getting rebates to help the store drive continue. I know that was my dad's favorite thing. He always wanted to know when he was getting his next rebate. So focusing on the retailers, coming from that retailer origin. And it's funny, it seems like a lot of the partners that we've been meeting with and talking about, they come from family-owned businesses. They come from retail. And so they're solving problems for retailers.
That's what we do.
We talk about that at Form Piper. We're not just a waterfall company. We're a retail company building this for retailers.
Yep.
And if you have the background, you can build a better product or a better service for people instead of just looking from the outside in, thinking you can figure it out.
That's right.
So final question. I'm a retailer. I'm trying to figure out how to meet the three pillars, right? I reach out to you. I'm talking to you. What do you have to say to me? What do you want me to know about your business so I can make that educated decision to come work with you?
I think to answer that, what I've found over the years is that while there's a very, very clear similarity between all pet store owners or operators, there are a lot of differences. And I think what I like to do is be able to sit down with you and understand what your needs are and what's gonna move the needle for you, and come up with custom programs that are gonna make it beneficial to you. What works for you may not work for the next person.
Right.
And we like to be really flexible, chameleon-like, to be able to pivot and adjust to make a program that's going to be beneficial to you. So that's really the core of where we start, understanding your business.
Just to jump on that a little bit too, because every business is different, and especially when you look at pet stores, I talk to them sometimes, and they don't even have a feeding program.
Yeah, it's right. So that's why I have to understand where you're coming from first, right? Maybe they have a feeding program and they think it's good. It's not that good. Maybe they have some other incentives and programs that they feel really loyal to, but at the end of the day, we can just do better for them. And once they get that trial and once they see that, it's typically, I guess, proof is in the pudding, right? And I know we did it with your store, and we do it with a lot of stores. We just get started, right? Let's just do something together. Let's take a little sliver. Let's see what happens, and then you're going to quickly see the benefit of being on a health extension program.
That's what we tell everybody. Just take action, right? Identify the problem. Let's solve it. Take action, and keep tweaking it and make it happen.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, hey, we appreciate you coming on. I think this is going to be super beneficial for retailers out there looking to bring you guys on, and we thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right.